Yeah. Out in the yard where the grass grows wild, CiottiFPV's goggles locked, grinning like a child. Teddy spaghetti's fur flies and jet wash dreams. Yeah. Chasing small whoops like a dog possessed fiend. Eyes on a neon blur, hard in the chase. Big fuzz and prop spin all tangled in place. Yeah. Four-legged rebel with a rotor stir tail in the circus of the sky. They never fail. CiottiFPV, Teddy Spaghetti, dynamic duo kings, barking at the breeze, throttling at top speed, zooming through hoops, flipping in style. That schnauzer's got throttle and a toothy smile. Yeah. Shotty's on sticks, Teddy's on paws, side by side legends breaking all the laws. Through the kitchen over couch scale terrain, backyard mayhem in their flight domain. No ground too sacred, no loop too tight. Fuzz fuel fury ignites the night. When pilot and pup lock eyes on the prize, every whoop they conquer is a fresh cut surprise. Yeah. Shotty behind the sticks, Teddy's leading the pack. Prop guard missiles unleashed, never looking back. No leash, no map, just freestyle Mike. They on the dog drone streets every day and night. Said whoops, hitting low, gotta nail the dive, Teddy. Push throttle up, feel the beast come alive. I see the neon arc, got the sticks locked in, Teddy. Yeah, let's rip this loop, ride the roar of the wind, Teddy. Yep. Yeah, CiottiFPV, Teddy Spaghetti, diamond and duo kings, barking at the breeze, throttling at top speed, zooming through hoops, flipping in style. That schnauzer's got throttle and a toothy smile. Teddy Spaghetti. Barking at the breeze, throttling at top speed, zooming through hoops, flipping in style. That schnauzer's got throttle and a toothy smile. Yeah, when you hear that bar cut the rotor hum, you know Ciotti and Teddy's mission's just begun. FPV's fur-faced legends singing loud. Yeah, Teddy Spaghetti and CiottiFPV always proud. Yeah.
Evening, friends. My name's Aaron Ciotti. Everybody calls me Ciotti. Stop! Welcome to Monday. Welcome to 4 November giveaways. Tonight, 3 giveaways for patrons, 1 giveaway for anybody. It's going to happen in about an hour. It's not too late to jump onto the Patreon or to bump from the $3 to the $5 tier, which will enter you to win. You don't have to be on the live streams. You just have to be on the $5 or more tiers on the Patreon, and you'll be automatically entered. Eventually, a bag of awesome stuff will show up in your door. In your door? Great. In your mailbox. And then, you know, the fact that you pay $5 a month will be worth it because, A, you're keeping me from starving to death, and B, you're going to get like $30, $40, $50, $60, $70 worth of stuff. What could be better than that? That just makes good financial sense. What else can I say? Other things to convince you. CiottiFPV.com is where you're going to go. There's a Patreon button over there. You could probably just search for me on Patreon, probably find me. But yeah, go over there. Jump to the $5 tier if you want to be entered to win Tinywhoop stuff. $10 a month tier for 3-inch micro brushless and Tinywhoop stuff. $20 a month tier for 5-inch parts. Or if you have an extra $1 a day for a dude trying to do something awesome and help you buy the right stuff and build rigs that fly as good as possible, there's a $30 a month tier that actually enters you into all 3 of those giveaways. So triple the chance of winning. $40, $50, $60, $70 worth of stuff. Cool. The 4th giveaway that we're going to do, you don't have to be a patron. You do have to be here in the live stream. I'll explain it at about 11 o'clock or so. So yeah, thanks for coming. Thanks for hanging. That was me flying at Cisco, which is now gone. They tore that place down. Super, super, super sad. But, you know, why leave places up when you can tear them down and make more money? Impala Bob was first in the chat. Spaceman Spiff, Yukon FPV, McMucus, Mr. Clean, Capital C, Frank Nicholas, Danzil, The Terrible, Kevin Sumner, Flycadelic, FPV Osito, Yin Yang 08, GT FPV, Jamie Flies FPV, It's Render in it, Spaceman Spiff again, Yafu, Kevin Sumner again, Alec Dvornik, what's up, brother? How you been? Yukon FPV, Yin Yang, Red HLG, Whoop Fox, Howdy Newbie. Thanks for coming, people. Yeah, giveaways tonight, Q&A, all that jazz. If there's anything else that you want to see, let me know. Hey, is anybody interested in a Tinylifter? Way back when, I built 2 of these Tinylifters to pick up the Insta360 Go 2 or the Caddx Turtle? Is it called the Turtle? I don't know. Peanut, the Caddx Peanut. And so I built 2 of these things so that I could test a bunch of stuff to get it flying really good. And then I left them both together. Sometimes I'll remember when building 2 of something to pull the other one apart. Sometimes I just forget and I leave them both together. And this is one of those cases. I don't need 2 of them. And so I'm either going to tear this down for parts and sell the individual parts on my Etsy store. Or if one of you is interested in it, you can buy it as a kit for a little bit of a discount. So this is a Newbie Drone Cockroach 75 frame with the carbon fiber brace on the bottom, which does really help with the Tinylifter, right? This is a lifter. You're not... You're not crashing it. And so carbon fiber brace, it's got double... Hold on, you can't really see it from that side. It's got double 300 mAh battery holder set up here with 3D printed pieces. Goober canopy, Newbie Drone BI camera, 3D printed holder. It'll come with a couple of these different Caddx Peanut and Insta360 Go 2 3D prints. True RC Singularity antenna. And then it is a Newbie Drone BLV3 AIO with an external, I believe that's an EP2 ELRS receiver wired up. It's set up for 2S via double 300 mAh batteries. And yeah, that's the whole thing. Oh, and then you're going to get 6 of these T-Motor 1002s. 4 of them have been used lightly. 2 of them are fresh in the pack. These are 1002 18,000s in the blue color. And then a set of the motor plugs that you need for the Newbie Drone boards. I can switch these motors over for you if you want. It'll be a little bit cheaper if I don't do that, right? So yeah, if anybody wants a Tinylifter, let me know, and I won't tear it apart. Otherwise, I will tear this thing down and sell the individual components on the Etsy store. So yeah, let me know. Contact info is all over on CiottiFPV.com. I don't know what the price will be. It won't be like $100. It'll be at least the value of all the parts. Yeah. It's not like I'm not selling stuff for a bargain. I unfortunately can't really afford to do that. I sell stuff for what it's worth, sometimes plus a little bit extra if I have a whole bunch of time into it, you know? If you buy stuff from me, you know, just like understand that you're supporting me, right? Like, and you're supporting a content creator. You're not supporting like a store, you know? Stores can buy 1,000 of something and then knock the price down. I buy one of something at the price that the store charges and then pour a whole bunch of time into it. And then, so yeah, pay extra for stuff from content creators so that you support the content that they're creating. And then you get something as well that you can play with. Any other news? Any other interesting things? No. I'm having a little bit of an allergy attack. I have no idea why. Because that's my life. Look at this old school Airwalk shirt, yo! Got this at the consignment store up by Mall of Georgia. What's that place called? Uptown Cheapskate. I love it. One of my favorite places around here. CiottiFPV says, charge them batteries. I've got 5 batteries on the charger. You guys are going to fly 6 batteries to one-up me. That's the deal. Denzel the Turbo says, hey, CiottiFPV at all, hit me with some of that sweet Teddy footage. Look at this poor bastard. He tilted his little head. Look at him. Look at him. Dog, do something. Oh, he did something. He walked the fuck away. Get back over here. Come here. Come here. Show the people on the internet your absolutely ridiculous pajamas. Come here. Why are you being so weird? He hates when I pick him up and hold him up to the camera. Well, I tried. I tried my best. What a mess, this little dog. He's the best. All right, come on. Get over there. There we go. That's what I want. No. Get. Okay. There we have it. JB Flies FPV says, oh, hi. Nyafu says, how old is the Tedsla Spaghettster? Teddy is like 3, I think. We've had him for... we got him when he was almost fully grown. And we've had him for I think like a year and a half. So he's right around 3. He was a rescue, so we don't have like his exact birth date, but we celebrate his adoption date every year. Because we're white. There he is. Look at him. Look at him. Look how confused he is. Do something! Oh, come on. I'm trying to do this one-handed. It's difficult. There we go. There we go. That's better. That's better. Okay. CiottiFPV says, damn, I always have to leave when you start the stream, or it never starts for me. Sorry, dude. Chef Bruno says, what's we got that. Bob Noxious is in the house. He says, what's up, CiottiFPV and family? YouTube just did the thing. Scrolling back up. There we go. Chef Bruno says, I'm sure it's tuned too, though. That's worth a good bit, IMO. Yes, it is. Fairly easy to tune because the motors are a really good match to the props and all that stuff. But it did take a little bit of tuning because it's very top heavy, right? Just like a lifter. It's not like set up for freestyle. It's set up to be as small as possible while picking up kind of a heavy payload. And it did take some, so it's very top heavy, and that like a totally stock tune was very wobbly because it had so much, the center of gravity is so high But yeah, it flies really good. It's not a freestyle rig. Like, you do a big dive with it and it's going to be a mess. It's meant to fly around, you know, very cinematically, but it's super fun. It's the build that I did the Japanese maple edit with, which is right here. FPV edits, and then there it is. 78 gram, 1.6 inch Tinylifter is incredible. Share, copy, link is in the chat. But yeah, it's this. I did it with this. Wow, 2,700 views. That's pretty good for me, at least. Good on ya. Past me. Kevin Sumner says, I haven't thought about Airwalk in 25 years. I know, right? I saw this shirt there. I was like, holy shit, Airwalk. Oh my god. What is Airwalk doing? Are they still around? A lot of times these old school companies are like, yep, they sure are still around. Founded in 1986. Good god, they're still making shoes. Holy Christ. Good for you. Who the fuck is this guy, though? Get this guy out of here. Men's footwear. They do still make clothes. Okay. I don't necessarily remember their shoes, per se. I remember the shirts. Doesn't look like they have a lot of shirts, though. Wait, no, hold on. Oh, okay. Now look at that. What? Wait, what? Why'd we go to JCPenney? Get the fuck out of here. Oh. Look at that. They only sell their clothes through JCPenney. Interesting. Okay, yeah, they are much smaller than they used to be, it looks like. That's okay. Still look like they're doing all right. I mean, if you can survive for that long, you're doing really well. Good for you, Airwalk. Hell yeah. Oh my god. Canon! Come on! Sure glad I updated. It really helped, you assholes. Thanks for releasing an update to your software that still doesn't work. You anuses. Come on. Come on. Work. There it goes. Hey. FizzPV says, I have the Airwalk guy tattooed on my leg. LOL, cool shirt. No shit. That's awesome. Bob Noxus says, I was watching the stream where Teddy crapped in the basement. Almost fell out of my chair. LMAO. Yeah, I've blocked that one out. Kevin Sumner says, I'm sure Teddy's facial expression there is, where's that whiny buzzing thing that flies around? I want to chase it. Yeah, right. Chef Bruno says, I'm not waiting to celebrate all my furry ass hats' birthdays. LOL. Capital C says, in the 90s, they used to make a really great skate shoe. I wonder how they are now. I wonder how their shoes are now. Denzel the Triple says, I doubt it's the same company. Oh, shit. Yeah. Doubt it's the same company as Dave Dior, probably bought by JCPenney or XYZ hedge fund billionaires. Yeah, right. That's a super popular thing to do, is to buy an old IP and just use the nostalgia of that IP to make a whole bunch of money. Yeah, very, very good call. McBuka says Airwalk was the original Vans ripoff. Skechers came next. Really? That's interesting. I was never super into skateboarding because I wasn't allowed to. I always kind of wanted to be, but yeah. FizzPV says, it's not the old people. What's not the old people? What were we talking about? No. What? What's not the old people? What am I working on next, yo? What do you guys want to see next? Never mind. I know what it is. It's this. I need to build this open prop 3-inch setup with the DJI 4 and the Tune RC AIO on my frame. This is my 3-inch freestyle frame that has been worked on by many and flown by none. yeah, this needs to be the next thing that we crank on. I've had a whole bunch of stuff that has been in like the on deck circle here. I still need to 3D print a bunch of stuff for that. But yeah, this needs to get got here. I got this perfectly good Tune RC. What is this? The Poly F405? Yeah, Poly F405 version 1.2. And then I've got a working little jib jab. I am going to need to find some sort of a camera mount that works on just standoffs for this. But other than that, I should be able to just slam this thing together. The Tune RC Poly, I believe, has ELRS on board, right? Let's see if there's... Oh, shitters, it doesn't. Okay, so I'm going to have to find an ELRS receiver as well, floating around here. Right? As I get older, my arms seem to get shorter. I don't know what's happening. Okay, so I'll dig up a ELRS receiver, hopefully with an external antenna, and then we can whop that on there. And I'm gonna do XT30 on that. It's gonna be... Oh, I gotta figure out what motors I'm doing on this thing. I could try these 1303s. I've had these AMAX 1303 7... What was that? Did you just shit over there? You better not have just shat over there. Okay, good dog. You gotta go out and go pee? Is this you telling me you gotta go pee? Or are you just being a pain in the ass? You gotta go pee? Okay, good. Alright, this is kind of a pain in the ass because I can't leave him out there. So, hang on. So 1303 is a weird motor size. 1303 is really only going to be able to handle like a 2.5-inch prop, 2.5-inch tri-blade, or a really lightweight 3-inch bi-blade, and that's not necessarily what I want for this setup. This is designed for a 3-inch propeller. It does have really, really, really good motor protection here out on the ends of the arms, right? So I could maybe get away with like a 3-inch bi-blade, but I don't think that's what I want here. I think this needs to get a set of 1404s because they will crank a tri-blade 3-inch prop really well. I gotta find a home for these. These would be good for maybe like a 3-inch toothpick or something like that. 1303 7500. 7500 kV is going to be like either 2S or 3S. This thing is also kind of set up for 4S. No reason not. I have more 4S batteries than 3S. All right, let me get his little ass in here before he gets all stanked up. Come on, buddy. Come back inside. Yes, good boy. You're the best. Sometimes. Occasionally. Good dog. Good dog. Okay. So, yeah, sweet. That's what we'll build next. That's an easy one. Why do I have... What is this? Why do I have this over here? Oh! Oh, wait. You know what? I need to finish this. I put this over here to remind myself that it wasn't ready to go, and then I forgot about it. So I need to finish this Walksnail 2S 1.6-inch prop setup. So that's going to be the first thing that I work on tomorrow. But then maybe I'll get started on that 3-inch build with the Tune RC Poly. Good doggy! I'm going to have to find a set of 1404s floating around. You know what? I'm going to steal a set of 1404s off of one of these ripsqueaks that I barely fly anymore. It's probably going to be one of these SkyStars 1404s. Yeah. Well, I could also do those 1505s that the bells rip off. Because, like, one of the... Here's the deal, though. I'm kind of building this thing to beat the living hell out of it, to see how the frame does. And I should probably not be hammering on this thing with an 04 light on board, because I'm going to break the 04 light and we're never going to be able to get them again because there are Nazis in the goddamn government. So, yeah. I might have to rethink that. Or, fuck it, just do it and let it break, and then I'll overthink it. Hold on a second, let me overthink that. Chef Bruno says, that would be funny, like the 90s teens come back to make Vans Airwalk and Skechers commercial. The best never gets old, LOL, yeah. I can see CiottiFPV Senior yelling at him now. You'll kill yourself on that damn skateboard just because your friends jump off a bridge, shouldn't you? No, it was not my dad. My dad was pretty cool with me just doing stuff as long as it wasn't, like, totally dumb. Jamie Flies FPV says, love that AIO. I use it on my Tinywhoops, no ELRS on board. Yeah, it's absolutely insane that I haven't checked out this Tune RC AIO yet. I was super excited when it came in a few weeks ago, and then I saw something shiny and okay. So while we have a little bit of time, let's pull this apart and get the grommets swapped over. When I realized that I needed to run grommets on the Walksnail Lite AIO here, I switched over to a grommet on the Walksnail Lite VTX, not AIO. I switched over to a less tall grommet on the AIO, the Happy Model AIO, and then once I tightened the screws on the canopy here, it's pulling the VTX down too far, and it's contacting the AIO, which is no good. You can't have that. FizzPV says, I had a much more feral childhood. Oh man, all I wanted was a feral childhood. That was the dream for me. But my body is not ruined, and I'm still alive, and so my childhood was pretty damn good. My parents were awesome. They protected me. That's for sure. Made sure I didn't die. It's tough, man. Now that I've been living with children for a while, I've realized how just utterly impossible it is. Like, there are no right answers. Everything is like, no matter what you do, there's positives and negatives to it, and there's just like, it's like, do you protect them or do you let them express themselves? Do you do this or that? Like, it's just all completely impossible. And I was a kid, just riddled with anxiety and depression, which I'm sure made it super difficult, especially because in the 80s and 90s, like, we didn't really understand or talk about anxiety or depression. And so, to my knowledge, it was totally undiagnosed. But yeah, I was most certainly suffering from it. Like, I have very specific memories of, like, super major depressive disorder moments as a kid that I never talked about because, as a male, you couldn't talk about it. It was weakness, right? And we grew up in a time where you just didn't. There was no, like, awareness around it. There was no discussing it. It was just like, hey, you're crazy, right? Like that. I was actually just watching a John Marco Ceresi comedy bit where he's like, over the years, like, the words that we've used to describe mental illness have changed drastically. And he's like, first, it was just the word crazy, Like, you were just crazy. And I feel like when I was growing up, that was it. Like, if you had depression, like, you were just a crazy person, and you didn't want to be a crazy person, so you didn't talk about it, and you just, you know, tried to survive. And that is tough. That is not the way to do it. And so luckily, we've gotten much better as a society about identifying it and, you know, having a more intelligent approach to it. So, which comes with its own set of problems. Go figure. Let's check these little posts to make sure they're still doing okay. Yeah, we good. All right, so I just need to switch the grommets out on this AIO, which Happy Model has made incredibly easy because they opened up the outside of the bing bongs so you can just pop them off like that, which is absolutely amazing. Every once in a while, it's kind of annoying that it's set up like this, but way more often, it's amazing that they have this set up. I don't know what the real answer is. Like, on one hand, sometimes I like when there's a full hole here for the grommet to live in and not pop out. But yeah, I mean, right now it is pretty amazing that I can just kick these grommets out like this, and then I need to grab 4 of the Happy Model extra tall grommets. FizzPV is still alive, but I'm a bit wrecked, lol. Capital C has this Toon RC AIO and his baby turtle, and it feels great. Nice. Whoop Fox says, you have run the Newbie Drone Cockroach super durable frame. Found I like bulky frames, slows it down, and I like how they fly. Been using beta 65 frames. Very cool. The Newbie Drone Cockroach super durable frame is heavy. That's their old design frame. And yeah, their old frame design before the Cockroach V3 and before the Light AF. Initially, it was not all that durable, and so they changed to a different kind of plastic, I believe, a heavier plastic, and that fixed the durability problems, but it became really, really heavy. So, like, if you want to build heavy, it's perfect, which it sounds like what Whoop Fox is shooting for. So yeah, that's awesome. What I really loved about the super durable frame is they made it in that really cool red color. And, you know, if you're not going to fly good, you better look good. So, looks are important. Because a lot of times I fly like a bag of donkeys. Just a great big bag of them. Just fucking hee-hawing all over the place. How big of a bag would you need to put a whole bunch of donkeys in it? That'd be fucking crazy. Okay, there we go. There's the tall grommets. You can find these. These grommets used to be on. They might still be on race day quads as like Mobula 7 grommets or Mobula 7 screw kit, I think. And it would come with a set of the long screws, which are awesome, and a set of these grommets, which on these double stack builds are sometimes totally necessary. So, yeah, whenever you see a website has a grommet that you don't have, get a set. And then when you have a whole bunch of different grommets, you can always find the absolute perfect one, which is a big deal. Having the exact right height grommet on these double stack Whoop builds is amazing because you can bring that center of gravity down as low as possible, which also helps with durability. And you can make sure that the components on the top board are not slamming into the bottom board. So just like that, we are almost good to go. Just need to pull this up here. All right. And there it is. Sweet. Okay, let me just get this threaded down in here a little bit more. There we go. Okay. And let's just get this guy down there. All right. This little ELRS antenna popped out here, so let's just lift this canopy up, sneak it back in there. All right, there we go. And now this screw, of course, popped out. Sneak that back in. Ah! Every time I put one of these screws through the grommet, another one pops out. There it is. Okay, got it. Yep, there we go. Okay. Ah, fart! Now the front one popped out. Get back in there. Sick. Okay, there it is. Now we got it. Where'd the frame go? There it is. So, kind of slot that in there a little bit. And now is when sometimes having these slots can be a little bit annoying because these grommets sometimes won't want to go in their little homes here. But you just got to be kind of patient and try to push down on each side a little bit and then kind of work your way around. Okay. Got that one. Get down in there. There we go. Okay. Get this back one pushed down a little bit more. There we are. Come over to this side. Back in the front. Okay. All right, so now what I'm going to do is get these motors plugged in because these motor plugs sit right under this kind of part of the standoff there. See how the motor plugs are sort of obscured by the battery bay? I clearanced it, and there is enough clearance there, but you just have to plug these in now. Before you push that AIO all the way down. I'm actually going to have to push the AIO up a little bit here just to give myself enough room for this. Not ideal. This is because of the plug location on this specific Super X AIO. The other 2S builds that I have are a little bit better. The Beta FPV 12 amp AIO positions these plugs out farther, and you don't have to kind of go through this little annoying setup here. I also had to cut some plastic off of this frame to get these guys to fit. So like if you're going to do one of these 2S builds, make it a little bit easier on yourself and don't do this Super X AIO. If you have one of these AIOs, like you can make it work. It's not too bad. But yeah, if you're buying an AIO, I would say don't buy this Super X HD AIO. You probably can't even find this AIO anymore because it's kind of one of the older ones. So it's probably kind of a moot point. But yeah, if you do have one of these AIOs and you're going to do a build like this, just understand that on the Mobula 7 V3 frame, you're going to have to cut a little bit of plastic off. I didn't even need a Dremel, though. I just used flush cutters, and I was able to get it set up totally fine. All right, so there we go. There's one motor plug. All that work for just the first motor plug. Okay. All right. There we go with that. And sneak this guy in here. But I mean, just imagine how much more annoying this would be if we were direct soldering these motors, right? Come on. Get up in there, buddy. Get up in there, buddy. Okay. There we go. Got it. All right. And I'm just giving these wires a little bit more of a twist each time here to make sure that they are these, you know, a lot of times with these bigger motors, the 1002s, the 1102s, the 1103s, they make these motor wires extra long because you can also use these motors on toothpick builds with 3-inch props and big long arms and shit like that. And so, yeah, twisting the motors up will shorten them up significantly and just keep them from getting all wily like a coyote. All right, so the AIO actually just popped off of the plastic posts on the frame, so I'm just trying my best to kind of hold it in place here. And so now I get to do that all over again. So front post, get down on there. Okay, see if I can get both sides at the same time. Oh, not without the rear one. There we go. Okay, that's looking pretty good. So the motors are plugged in. I just need to get this pushed down. You don't want to just like mash this because the grommets will absolutely tear. You want to be super gentle when you're doing this. Okay. That's looking all right. That's looking all right. Cool. I'm afraid these screws are going to start falling out, so let me just try to tighten them just a little bit here, just to kind of hold them in. And then we'll get the rest of this kind of pushed down a little bit. When you're doing this part, make sure that you feel the screw hit the threads and thread into the actual plastic posts. It's really easy to have this screw end up between the plastic post and the rubber grommet. And so what I'll usually do, especially the front one, so what I'll usually do is just push down on the screw quite a bit. If it's on the plastic post, it'll stop. And then you're going to pull up on the screw to make sure it doesn't just yank right out. If it's threaded into the plastic post, it'll stay put. If it's between the plastic post and the rubber grommet, you'll be able to pull the screw right out. So just go around real quick and pull on the screws. This front one I'm super suspect about, but it's fine. All right, so all 4 of them are into the threads, the plastic threads. So now we're just going to continue to kind of go around in circles here and push down on the AIO. And there's that. I try to use something not metallic to be as gentle as possible on the chips on the AIO, and just the AIO in general. This is called a spudger, S-P-U-D-G-E-R. Frank Nicholas sent this to me forever ago. Okay, so that is all good to go. This is all sitting properly. I have noticeably less thread engagement because of these taller grommets, but once I start to tighten these things down, it should really help out with that. Because I'm going to be tightening these taller grommets down more than I was tightening the shorter grommets down, which I actually kind of like. I always do like to compress these grommets a good bit so that the PCBs can't, in like a hard crash, I don't want the PCBs to be slamming around. I don't want them to be able to compress the grommet anymore and like make a gap and then like trampoline back into something. So I do like, I would rather run grommets that are a little bit thicker and then tighten the shit down a little bit more. Hopefully that makes sense. And that's exactly what I'm doing here. This build is going to be for sale. This is a 2S Walksnail light setup. I'm going to get it up in the air. I'm going to get it tuned. I'm going to get a couple DVR files from it. And then I'm going to put it up on the Etsy store. The full build of this rig was last week, I want to say. So you'll get to see everything that goes into it. I talk about it. It flies awesome. I've had pretty much this identical build before. This is a carbon copy of one of the very first HD Tinywhoops that I ever built, which is pretty slick. All right, so let's make sure that all these grommets are happy, because we are really compressing them. That looks great. Little piece of plastic sticking out here. Okay, so now what I like to do is hold it front on and make sure that the grommets on either side are tightened down roughly the same amount, so that I don't want the AIO to be sitting sideways. And right now this side is extra tight and this side's a little bit looser, so let's put a full extra turn on this one here. Okay. That's looking more level. And then front to rear, I'm going to kind of do the same thing. The rear one needs to get tightened a little bit more. Okay. Yep, that's looking good. All right. And that is probably where it needs to be. The next thing I'm going to do is use my fingernails to dig into the canopy and just pull down on the canopy to see if it'll separate from the screw head. And as you can see, it is. It is pulling down a little bit. It's not that bad, though. The front and rear are worse, though. So I'm going to tighten the front and rear up a little bit more. I still have tons of space in between the boards. So that was 3 turns on the back. We're going to do 2, 3, 4 turns on the front. Still plenty of room in between these 2 boards, as you can see. I'm able to put that screwdriver in there super loosely. Let's add a couple turns to the left and right side as well. Okay. That's a little bit better. Getting there. I think I still do need to tighten it some more. The front's starting to get really tight. The front is tighter than the rear. So let's get the rear cranked down a little bit more. And what's also nice is the more that you crank these screws down, the more thread engagement there is between the metal screw and the plastic post. So it actually makes the whole thing stronger as you tighten these up more and more. And as long as you don't have boards smacking into each other, you know, you're totally fine. Okay, one side and the other. Yeah, okay. Now you can... There we go. Yep. I got to put a lot more pressure on it to pull the canopy down off of the grommet. I think that's where I'm going to leave it. I think that's about right. Let me tighten up, make sure the camera is tight on here as well. And that should be good. Yeah, now, finally, I can hook it up to Betaflight and get everything all set up and then get it up in the air. Get it tuned and throw it up on the Etsy store. Awesome. That looks good. That looks good. And that looks fine as well. Awesome. All right. So this guy is ready to go. I just like to kind of push up and down on the stack and like see what compresses. And this looks really good. Cool. Antenna is E6000 down, so it's not going anywhere. All right. So I just have to do all the Betaflight stuff to this. I'm actually going to leave it right here as a reminder. In the chat, FizzPV says, would love to get enough pilots to do a collab for a song for CiottiFPV so it's all real people, LOL. That'd be fun. That'd be very fun. Hit the button. Let's fly one battery because we've got a few minutes. So let's just fly one. I'm gonna fly something different from the last couple of days. Let's do this green guy, the white and green guy on the 36,000 kV. So this is the ultimate freestyle Tinywhoop formula, but on 36,000 kV 0702s, 2G4 video will be awesome. Runcam Nano 3. Yeah. We're going to do a 300 mAh, very cycled Weebleed battery. I need a transmitter. I need some goggles. Oy. So yeah, 10 or so minutes we'll get the giveaway started. So you got 10 minutes to join my Patreon if you want to win some free stuff. Morning. Okay. We got this. We got this. Ew, what's this brown shit? Hopefully not shit all over the bottom of this thing. Doesn't smell like poop. Teddy heard it. Teddy heard it. He knows what's coming. See if we can make this Runcam Nano 3 look a little bit better. Let's see. No. Doesn't look any better. I swear to God, though, it looks fine in the goggles. The Runcam Nano 3 looks way better in the goggles than it does through the live stream, I promise you. It doesn't matter. It's super lightweight, and it works in the Mobula 6 canopy, so that's why you buy it. You don't buy it as the best-looking camera. If that's what you want, you got to buy the CO3. Here we go! Look at all that ground effect pushing me around there. Let's see if he'll come over. Oh, God! Screw this dog. He's been boring as shit lately. Oh. Oh my God! This is, what is this? Lotta up tilt? Lotta up tilt. You know what happened? When I cleaned the lens, I pushed it into a ton of up... Yeah, I did indeed. Hold on. Let me fix that. There we go. Let's get some duct in view. What do you say? Hey, there it is. There's a little bit of duct in view. That's the up tilt that I want. All right. Much better. Whoo! Just hit that. Oh. The mega power loop got me. Flip over! Oh my God, that's just... I get so obsessed with, like, how much fun it is to just wait for it to come down that, like, I forget to get back on the throttle. Oh... Come on now. Why can't I do a simple backflip out of the middle one and then go back in the bottom one? Oh, because of the chair. That's why. Because the chair is a jerk. Almost. Eesh. Oh, really? I finally had it, and then you fucking do me like that? No. No! 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 Yes! Yes. Teddy. Oh, my God. Oh, I just nipped the side there. Look at him. Look at him. Just humiliated. Humiliated by pajamas being put on him. A big, tough, schnauzer German man. Just humiliated. It's alright, buddy. I won't tell anybody. No, don't try to power loop through that, you donkey. It never works. Oh, God. Let's see if I can get it out of here. Come on. Get it out! Throw it out! Teddy, get over there and help me. Oh! Oh. No, no, no. Get me out! Oh! Oh, no, no, no. No. Yep. No, no. Teddy, help me. What good are you? Well, left goggle lens is fogged up to hell for some reason. What is it? 10:58. We're gonna do one more real quick, and I'm gonna actually like fly, not like a total buffoon on this one. Ready? Here we go. No more buffoonery. Here we go. You guys have to fly 6 batteries because I'm only flying 5. Get your asses in gear. What's happening with this propeller? What's up with the tip of this propeller? There's a piece of string in the tip of the propeller? What is that about? That's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. What? What is happening here? You have shit video because this has, it is in pit mode right now. So the tip of the propeller is very slightly cracked, and then there's a little piece of string in the crack. I got it out of there. My back, my crack. Oh! Come on. Woo! Ah! Hey! Oh, no! No! It's so hard to get out. Oh, this is going to be the whole battery. No. No! No! The problem is, I have no reference point for, like, up and down when I'm in here. So I can't tell... Oh, my God. Why is this my life? So I can't tell, like, when I take off... Oh, no! Where I am. No! See it like that. Like, I didn't know I was leaned backwards. Oh, my God. Why? Oh, no! Yes! Quick, let's go upstairs where there's nothing to hit. I'll still find something to hit, though. No, no! Like that. Like the wall. Alright, we're upstairs. I wanted to let it fall down, but I chickened out. Way! Yo! Look at that hang time, yo. This is a little heavier of a rig, right? Like, the Ultimate Freestyle Tinywhoop is not the lightest thing in the world! But it's... Those pajamas, like, blended in, and I didn't see them until the very last second. Yay! Come on, now. Why can't I ever just do that? All I ever want is just to come up here like this, and then just to fly through this backwards, but it never works. Why does it never work? Let me do it! You bastard! Let me do it, it'll look cool! It didn't look very cool. It doesn't look cool because I'm looking up at the ceiling the whole effing time. No, no, no. You donkey. Oh! Oh God, I'm gonna hit myself. I closed my eyes. It's fine. It's fine. I landed perfectly. You just reach over and grab it. There we are. Terrific! Time for the giveaways, my friends. Hold on. Hold on. Ready? Ready? Hold on. Where's it at? Do I have the... I do. I have this set here. I don't have any visuals, but I can just do this.
Well, hello there. Gangly Gang.
Wait, no, hold on. We're gonna play that while I'm setting up the giveaways. Hold on. All right, you guys ready for this? This is gonna be thrilling. On my Discord, one of the channels that you can only get to as a patron is me throwing up. Is the Video Collective, and in the Video Collective, you can post your flight edits. And while I'm setting up the giveaways, I play 3 of them. And so I'm gonna scroll all the way to the bottom. Matthew W. uploaded one today at 2:45. Oh, all weather whooping. Look at that. And then we've got Whoop Fox. He put one up yesterday. It's got to be a YouTube link. I have to be able to play it on YouTube. And I also have to mute these in case you used copyrighted music. Cap C put some Vimeo stuff up here. That should work. He did 2. I'm gonna hit this Taco Tuesday Halloween edition one. All right. We're gonna pause it. I'm gonna pause it again because it didn't work the first time. I'm gonna mute it. Okay. So this is good. This is good. We got this. All right. Here come 3 links into the chat. Nobody makes flight edits anymore. And so if you don't go to these 3 links and subscribe and click thumbs up and do all that jazz, then even less people will make flight edits and FPV will die. So don't let that happen on your watch. Go support these people that are actually still putting the time in to upload stuff. I need to go here and open this other window. There it is. And let me just hit a couple of buttons here, which are going to make the stream lag for a split second. We got that. We got that. We got that. And that. Okay, cool. That's all good to go. That's good. That's good. And then this is set. Okay. All right. Check this out. Oh, wait. Is this going to work when I hit this button? Hold on. Let me see. No. There we go. Okay. All right. I'll be right back.
On a Sunday
Hold on, I don't know why it's... Oh, I know it's not working. Hold on. Hold on. Hold the fucking phone.
Well, hello there, Gangly Gang. Welcome to CiottiFPV's monthly giveaway. The only stream where the props spin fast, the motors hum sweet, and the giveaways. Oh, honey, they're hotter than a soldering iron on a Sunday morning. Deal round 1. Tinywhoop tease. Let's start small, shall we? Our Tinywhoop tier. The pocket rockets, the bedroom flyers, the ones who know how to keep it tight in tight spaces. One lucky pilot's about to get a little package that'll make the ducks flutter and the goggles fogger.
Size isn't everything, sugar.
but it sure helps when you're flying through lampshades.
Round 2.
3-inch thrill, next up the 3-inch tier, the mid-range lovers, the backyard acrobats, the ones who like a little wiggle with their throttle this prize. Oh, it's got curves, baby, motors, frames, maybe even a little something to tickle your ESCs.
Not too big, not too small.
Just right for a little afternoon delight.
Round 3.
5-inch full send,
Round 3.
5-inch full send. Now we're talking full size, full send, full fantasy. The 5-inch tier, you like it loud, proud, and upside down. This giveaway's got thrust, baby. It's got punch. It's got the kind of gear that'll make your neighbors peek over the fence and say, "What is that buzzing?"
Careful now.
This one's got enough power to blow your canopy clean off.
Face bonus round.
Superchat time. And for all you gorgeous viewers out there who just dropped in for a little love,
Don't be shy.
$5 super chat or a sweet little PayPal tip gets you into the open giveaway. No strings, no tears, just pure, unfiltered FPV affection. $5 never felt so good, did it?
All right, we've teased, we've tickled, and now it's time to reveal who's getting lucky tonight. We're flipping the switch, spinning the props, and letting fate do the dirty work.
Don't be shy.
Man, Patreon has made it so much dumber to download CSVs of your patrons, but like I want to do it live so that you guys can join during the stream, but this new process here is just real stupid, just real dumb. And so that's why this keeps bouncing back and forth like this. I apologize. 11:09, 11:10. There is no solution to this, really. This is just sort of the way that it's going to be because of how stupid they now have this set up. So that's ultra annoying. But, man, that song makes me laugh. Shout out to FizzPV for that. Okay, I got it set up now. Hit those 3 links in the chat and follow these folks, or else. Man, this is really annoying the way that I have to do this now. That is real stupid. Like, real dumb. But, you know, e-shitification, right? If we can't make shit better, we might as well make it worse. That's the way the world works now. All right, people, here we go. Did I fly this battery? I flew this battery. I flew 2, right? First up, we've got the Tinywhoop tier, which is over here. Ha! Here's what you're playing for. We've got... Get out of there. We've got a big old pack of stickers. Lots and lots of awesome stickers in here. Stick Time Koozie, courtesy of WeBleedFPV. Another sticker. Look at that. They're just pouring out everywhere. Beta FPV WeBleed Red Air 65 V2 frame. I'm going to sneeze again. Oh, God. Oh, God. I hate being allergic to everything. Ugh. We've got hockey rounds, 3D printed, 6 packs a day. Awesome little 300 mAh battery holder. CiottiFPV.com M&Ms. Seriously, they say it on them. the Flywoo ultralight whip antenna, and then a fresh pack of Newbie Drone NX69 300 mAh Nectar Gold batteries. Shout out to Newbie Drone for sending a whole bunch of these over. That is the Tinywhoop tier tonight. Let's see who's going to have a bunch of cool stuff in their mailbox in 1 to 3 weeks from now. Sometimes it takes me a minute to get these sent out. Oh man, I'm dying over here. Try my best though. Here we go. Let's see who shall win. Oh my god, the goat is almost dead. Allie is by motor number 4 hanging in. Jeff just got blown away before my very eyes. Josh got blown away as well. Raptor, you have won. Congratulations, brother. Where's that Sharpie that actually works? There we go. And let me just write down Raptor. R-A-P-T-O-R. I think Raptor is actually a brand new patron, so that's pretty cool. He is going to be... I haven't seen him in the chat, so he's just going to get a magical surprise in his mailbox and be like, whoa! This is pretty dope. Next up, we've got the 3-inch micro brushless and Tinywhoop tier, and it is a prop extravaganza up in here. Somebody is going to really get to try a bunch of different propellers and get better as a pilot. We got a whole bunch of stickers, as usual. These are all the same stickers that are in the other one. And then we've got M&M's. We've got a very cool Koi Fish Broken Prop Crew lanyard. Transmitter lanyard. We got a little XT30. Always nice to have an extra 1 or 2 of those kicking around. And then we've got Gem Fan Tri-Blade Tinywhoop props. I forget what those are. D65, I think, maybe? These are the HQ 3.5-inch Tinywhoop propellers. We've got the Gem Fan 3.5-inch. There's only 3 of them in there. Good luck. HQ 3.5-inch 6-blade propellers. There are 4 of them in there. These are the Gemfan D75 3 blades. These are Gemfan 5-blade 2.5-inch propellers. Set and a half of those. Oh man, I'm just dead. Gemfan D76 5-blade propellers. Some more of those Gemfan D75 3 blades. 3 sets of these, actually. These are the iFlight 3.5-inch tri-blades. And then the Dow 3023. Shit, I forget. It says on them. These are fantastic. These are some of the best, if not the best, 3-inch medium pitch freestyle props. And there's a whole bunch of them in here. So there you go. Loads of propellers so that you can change the way your shit flies and just, you know, crash a lot. Do it! Crash a lot, people. It's good for you. Let's see who's going to win. Let's see if the goat can survive another round. Just barely. Matthew Wegner is hanging out by motor 4. Bill Beasley off to the left a little bit. C. Joe is hanging in as well. Christian E. down the bottom right. He's hanging in. Everybody just got blown away. Vern Kelk off on the right. He's gone. Mick Mucus. Congratulations, brother. You have won. Mick Mucus is having a good year with these giveaways. Mick Mucus. He is, I'm pretty sure he's on the $1 a day tier, so he gets entered into all these giveaways. And he's won a couple times now over the last few months, so he's doing real well. Congrats, Mick. Next up, we've got the 5-inch tier, and we're having another prop extravaganza. Prop extravaganza. See what I did there? Oh my god, I'm just dying. My face is absolutely imploding. I got into something that was dusty. Apparently, that's what this feels like. This feels like a dust-based meltdown, face meltdown. These are Gemfan 5536. Now you're gonna have to build something that can swing a 5.5-inch prop. We've got. Oh man, there's loads of stuff in this giveaway here. These are. Oh, 5536 is more. What? Ah, right. Right hand and left hand. Right? Right hand, right hand, right hand, right hand. Left hand, left hand, left. Yeah, a whole bunch of sets of 5536s. Oh, God, why? Why is this my life? Gemfan. Ooh, these are these really cool low pitch 5-inch props. These are like the hot propellers for the long range ish. 5130, 5130, and the hubs are set up to take T mount or regular mount. 3 sets of these. And then we've got a set of, god damn, I can't see. 5143 threes. These are kind of like my favorite Gemfan freestyle props of all time. They're just like the one prop that sort of does it all. 5.1 inches, so they're a little bit more efficient. This is a really cool little mixed bag of 5143s as well. So you're going to get 5143s in like orange, smoke crotch gray, yellow, purple, and clear. All the different colors. And then we've got a set of these very cool 6-inch Gemfan Flash bi-blades. Crazy pitch, 6042. Super fast propeller. And then last but not least, from the propeller standpoint, these Candy Cane HQs, which are 5.1 by 4 by 3. So a load of different 5-inch props. You can really play around, see which pitch you like, see which blade thickness you like. We've got a Rush cherry antenna with the super long wire on it, so you can run it up nice and high. We've got a little Fox ear. I don't know which camera this is. It says G-WDR camera. And then we've, of course, got the CiottiFPV M&Ms. There you go, people. That's the 5-inch tier. Move that back over there. Let's see. Oh, no. Also, 3 sets of the Gemfan 4934. These are the propellers that I'm currently running. On a lightweight 5-inch build, these are my absolute favorite. So 3 sets of these as well. Mad props. See what I did there? Mad props. You get it? Do you get it? You get it? You don't get it. Maybe you get it. Oof, I didn't think he was ever going to stop screaming. Matthew Wagner hanging in up by motor number 4. Kevin James, he's gone. Metal Dirtskin is there between blah, 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 blah. Patrick Scott just got blown away. Propellant FPV, you have won. Congratulations. You're going to get a box of stuff. Not a box, a bag of stuff in your mailbox. And then you're going to go prop ham. All right, we got... Oh, God, I can't write things down. Propel and FPV. Got it. All right. Super chat based giveaway. $5 per ticket. Here's what you're playing for. The main thing is the Gangly fan. Thanks to Douglas Otwell. But there's a couple other cool things in here. So we've got... Hello, little dog. You've got a fat butt. I'm going to slap it with a metal folding chair. We have things. Big-ass bag of stickers. Lots and lots and lots of stickers. Now, this is the double sticker thing. Hold on. I got to separate this out. You're not getting the little bag. You're just getting the stack of stickers. Here you go. Ready? You know you got something in your life that needs to get sticker bombed. I got you. Let me help you out. This is easily $5 worth of stickers. International Game of Whoop. Broken Prop Crew. We Bleed Holographic. Northeast Whoop Championship. You can do a super chat or go to CiottiFPV.com and do a PayPal. We Bleed FPV. I got 5. We Bleed FBI Agent. We Bleed Man. Garbage Pail Kids. Vegan. Build, Fly, Crash, Bleed, Repeat. There you go. Big old stack of stickers. You've got a Stick Time Koozie. A tube of the Black E6000 T7000. This is awesome to have. M&M's. And then 2 sets of the Gem Fan 1219s. Hey! Knock it off. 1 set in red, 1 set in Smoke Crotch Gray. And of course, the gangliest of the gangly fans. And I believe this is the last gangly fan that's red and black. After this, they are purple in the back. So the last of the red-black gangly fans. These are the most professional-looking ones. They've got the barrel plug, so you can run it off your goggles. Keep your they'll stand up like this, so you can use it as a smoke extractor when you're soldering, or you can lay it flat and put your digital builds on top to keep them from melting into the ether when you're trying to update the firmware, for example. That's your Super Chat giveaway, friends. $5 a ticket. Buy as many tickets as you want. Let's get it going. I gotta find a better way of... Yeah. I'm gonna put these props in with the koozie. Because I don't want these little sharp tips on these propellers punching holes in the shipping envelope. Come on, get in there. Get in there. There we go. Okay. All right. T7000. These guys. This guy. All right. Cool. Let's get this. Let's get these tickets in here and see who's gonna win. The gangliest of all the gangly fans. There's no fan ganglier. Danzilla the Terrible with a 6 Canadian Californian dollar super chat. He says 1 for Fizz PV. You got it, brother. Thank you, dude. Fizz PV. All right, make sure I don't miss anybody. It's your guys' responsibility. I take no responsibility for my not being able to copy and paste. Mick Mucus with a $5 super chat. He's getting in the game. You can't win if you don't play, friends. Mick Mucus knows that. There we go. Howdy Newbie with a $20 super chat. Thank you, brother. Super generous. You're going on the wheel. Not the wheel. It's tickets. You're getting 4 tickets to the Lack of Guns show. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you, dude. Let me fire up my email real quick. And there we go. My dad actually sent $25 through Patreon. Thanks, Dad. He says 2 each for the 2 newest Patreoners. And 1 for Frank Nicholas. How's your back, buddy? It's good, Dad. My back is all fixed. So we got 1 for Frank Nicholas. And then 2 for the newest patrons. Let's see who that is. Patreon. What the hell just happened? Patreon. Come on. And then we go here to audience. And... come on. There it is. We've got GTFPV. By the way, I did not see an email with your name. That's super. Nope, there it is. GTFPV. Welcome to Patreon, dude. Welcome to the Gangly Gang. Thank you so much for joining. My dad has hooked you up, and you get 2 tickets here. I'm going to share my screen again in a second, but I don't want to dox anybody on the Patreon here. And then Mike Hogarth. Welcome to the Gangly Gang. I think I gave you a shout out the other day, just in case I haven't, just in case I didn't. Welcome to the gang, dude. Thank you for the support. And you are on the wheel. You have 2 tickets. It's not a wheel anymore. There we go. Got it. Thank you, Dad. Got this. Got this. Got that. What's this? What? Oh, okay. I can close that tab. Got this. Okay, there we go. Matthew Arose wants that gangly, he says, with a $20 PayPal. Super generous, brother. Thank you. You are getting 4 tickets to the Pea Shooter show. Thank you, dude. Let's jump back to YouTube here. Nardo Polo with a $4.99 super chat. He says, I upgraded my Patreon too late tonight, so take another $5. LOL. Thank you, brother. I think you were good. I think you made it onto the right tier. I'll tell you in 1 second. Oh, nope, I can't see it. Now that I ran the raffle, it won't show it to me. We'll just pretend. We'll pretend like you got it done quick enough. Render with a $4.99 super chat. He says, one more for Fizz. Hell yeah. There it is. Thank you, Render. Jamie Flies FPV with a $10 super chat. He says, I need a fan. I love it. I'm just going to put you as Jamie Flies because YouTube is being stupid, as always. And it's just randomly changing your name on my screen. That's real silly. There we go. Thank you, Jamie. Whoop Fox with a $15 super chat. He wants that fan. He says, come on, gangly fan. Whoop Fox, you are going on here 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. Thank you, dude. You Can FPV says, CiottiFPV dad is a legend. Indeed, he is. McBuka says, hell yeah, $10 tier, but I won the open. That's what it was. That's what it was. Good call. FizzPV says, hopefully CiottiFPV will play the giveaway song I did. Fizz also says, I'm sure I can mix some of his croonin' if we can get CiottiFPV to record some. Whoop Fox says, speaking of cams, got some runtime in on the Bleed Eye. I like it a lot. Nice wide view, and the color is really nice. Very cool. I'm super excited to check that, to compare that to all the other cameras. Okay, and now I'm caught up on chat. Good. Right. And Kevin Sumner, goddamn. Kevin Sumner with a $50 PayPal. Thank you so much, dude. He says, tickets for the first 2 super chats. So let me actually, since he didn't specify, first 2 super chats for the, in the thing. Okay, so the first 2 super chats are down here. I was going to say, if there was like an early super chat, I was going to do that. But, well, this is interesting. Danzilla, what do you want me to do here? Danzilla was the first super chat, but he was buying a ticket for FizzPV. So Danzilla, tag me and tell me if I'm putting you on here 5 times or if I'm putting FizzPV on here 5 times. And then Mick Mucus was the next one. So Mick is going on here 5 effing times. I think that's the right math, right? Awesome. Dude, Kevin, thank you so much, brother. Next Monday, Kevin Sumner will be the voice of God on the live stream again. He was supposed to have a Castle Crash meeting tonight, so I didn't plan on having him on. And then, like, right at the last second, he's like, hey, the meeting got canceled or finished or something. And I was like, I wasn't ready. We'll just do it next week. So I'm just waiting on Danzilla. And plus, like, this live stream is just pretty rambly. He says, 1 for me, rest for Fizz. Awesome. Let's see if we can send... let's see if we can send Danzilla the Terrible a gangly fan, which would be hysterical. And then we got FizzPV, who's going to take the other one. Oops. 1. 2, 3, 4. There we go. I can do things. All right, we're good to go. Speak now. Tag me if you don't see yourself on here, or forever hold your wiener. Get it? Hold your peace. Get it? Get it? You don't get it. Why don't you get it? All right, we good. Let's see who gonna win. Submit. And hold on. Okay, we're good. What's that about? Get in there. There we go. All right. Here it is. FizzPV is over between motors number 1 and 2. Jamie Fly's FPV is top dead center. Howdy Newbie is over by motor 4. FizzPV has won. There it is. Awesome. Thank you to Fizz for doing these awesome songs. Thank you for everybody that contributed here. It is very, very cool. Let's get his name written down here. FizzPV. Awesome. Fizz, I'm pretty sure that your address is over on Patreon, but if it isn't, shoot me a message somewhere. Well, we've been talking on Discord, so fire me a message on Discord with your address, and I'll get this out the door. Thanks, everybody. God damn. Oh, my face! Fuck you, face, you piece of crap. It's not my face that's the problem. It's the inside of my face. It's the inside of my head that's the problem, as fucking always. Fizz says, hell yeah, and thank you to everyone. Thank you, Fizz. Let's fly another couple batteries, and then I think I'm gonna end this stream a little early because I'm sure it's obnoxious to watch a 44-year-old man snot all over the place on a Monday night. We're gonna fly this guy a little more. What I want you to pay attention to, this has the Cockroach 65 V3 frame, so it's got the tallest ducts, and then it's got the Mobula 6 canopy. So the profile of this thing is incredibly aerodynamic, right? And so what I want you to pay attention to is when I corner with this thing, how it doesn't keep sliding. Even though I corner pretty flat, I don't do this in the corners like racers. I corner very flat. Notice how quickly it stops going this direction, digs in from this big brick wall of aero here, and starts kind of cruising. Also, pay attention to how slow the thing will go, right? Like, if I flatten this thing out, it just slams on the brakes and goes nice and slow. That's what you get from the tall ducts and the canopy that is not aerodynamic. Cool? Yeah, Joshua has allergy issues as well. He feels my pain and I feel his. All right, here we go. What's probably going on tonight is this the box that I keep all of the giveaway stuff in lives in the garage, and every once in a while Maggie or I will fire up the leaf blower in the garage to blow everything out of the garage. And then, like, that knocks everything up into the air, and then it settles on these boxes, and then I take the boxes and inhale the terrible stuff. And Jamie Flies FPV says, I'm allergic to the world also, yeah. All right, here we go. Oh, don't you dare. Don't you dare. No, 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 no. Stop it. No. The dog thinks I'm talking to him. Oh, no, I'm not talking to you. Oh, buddy. I'm so sorry. He thought I was talking to him. He looked up at me with these, like, super sad eyes, like, oh, what did I do? I'm sorry. Look at this dog. What is he wearing? Teddy, why have you chosen... Look at that big rip in the shoulder of it, too. Teddy, why are you wearing pajamas? We're live on the internet. I need you to dress up at least a little bit. You know, like, I might be wearing pajama pants, but I've at least got a professional t-shirt on. I need you to just step it up a little bit, buddy, all right? Can you do that? Can you do that for me, buddy? Can you? Can you try a little bit hard? Look how long his face hair is. Look at this. Look at this wild animal. Bred to eat rats and squirrels and... Hey! Look up here! No! Whoa! No. Look at this. What in the world? Small dog. Where you going? Where you going? Do something funny, Teddy. That's pretty funny. That was all right. I give it a 5 out of 10. All right, here we go. Let's do a touch of flying. Wayne Hunter says, any tickets left? Sorry, dude. We already spun the thing. But what I'm going to do is refresh the raffle, and then I'm going to put your name on here. And then next week, you'll be on the thing. So look, there you are. And that'll stay. I collapsed this window, and it just like kind of lives in there. So you'll be on next month's, the December 4 giveaways. Thank you, brother. Thank you for the support. Thank you all for the support. It's super cool that that we all get to hang out 10 hours a week and work together to get shit flying better. You know what I mean? Denzel the Herbal says, Teddy looks so handsome in his jammies. All right, here we go. Swapping these batteries out for these googles. There we go. Yeah. All right, plugging this quad back in. Ultimate Freestyle Tinywhoop on 0702 36,000 kV Tinywhoop motors. So, look, when I turn, see it just stop? Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, really? That was lined up so well. This thing just tracks so goddamn straight. Oh! Oh! Oh, Teddy. Ah, that first one. The antenna just nipped the top of the bar cart there. Oh, that was a silly thing to do. If you generate a whole bunch of momentum, then you do need to stand it up like that to get it to not hit shit. Please don't fall down behind there. Thank you. That little face. He just like sneered a little bit. Oh, I got whoa! I got lucky on that one. Hey, we're gonna do a live stream soon where we dive into crash recovery a little bit more and get it better dialed in. I realized the other day that there's a couple settings in crash recovery dedicated to like the delay time, and I'm starting to get a little frustrated with the delay time in there. And so we're gonna do a live stream where we make all the adjustments and see if we can notice a difference with them to try to really even further understand crash recovery and get it super well dialed in. Oh, that's pretty cool. Let's be honest. Oh, that's less cool. That's even less cool. No, no, no. Take it easy. Hey. All right, two 260 mAh batteries, and then we out. We will reconvene on Wednesday, which is probably when we'll do the live stream about crash recovery. I'm really excited, actually. I've been super tempted to I'm super tempted to hook this thing up right now and go into beta flight and start fucking around with crash recovery, but I kind of want to do it all at once. Hey! On one of these crashes, inevitably, Crash recovery will trigger too slowly, and I'll be able to be like, that's what we're trying to get rid of. Oh! I tried to do that full throttle and it didn't quite work. Oh, got lucky there. Oh, come on now. I'm having a hard time. Uh-oh. I'm having a hard time with the giant power loop lately. Let me do it a couple times in a row to get it locked in. Nope, that ain't it. Nope, that ain't it. Oh, that was it, but I hit the second fucking thing. Stop it. Stop it! Man! What? What is this? What is the meaning of this? How is this possible? Oh, I'm behind the alcohol bottles. Ugh. Ugh. Come on, Teddy. Come on, buddy. Chase it around. You know you want to. You know you want to. Alright. Get this antenna back in here. How you doing, little quad? How you doing? You good? Alright. You good. These 260 mAh batteries, I love flying them. They're just that little bit extra lightweight. Stop it! Ah! Why? Nope. No! What is happening? Come on. Get it together. What? Get it together, bro. Dong, ding, wong! Never disarm! Just kidding. Always disarm. Fuck you! Oh my god, really? Oh my god, really? Oh, you fucking bastard. I have to do at least one thing without crashing before I take this battery out. I will run this battery into the ground. I flew through those 4 gates. That counts. Alright, last battery. I'm flying like a bag of smashed assholes tonight. Here we go. Howdy Newbie says, what's a good durable AIO with motor plugs for a 65mm? The 2G4, the Happy Model 2G4 from Weebleed. Weebleed's bought a bunch of them and has been selling them for a while now. You might be able to find it somewhere else, but Weebleed has them and they are awesome. And I even have a affiliate link to Weebleed. So you can get one while supporting me over on CiottiFPV.com. Hey, yeah, go over to CiottiFPV. Flop. Go over to CiottiFPV.com and hit some affiliate links, friends. Change your bookmarks to affiliate links. Yeah, there we go. Fuck you. Really? I don't even know what. You fucking clown, where are you? Ugh! Teddy! Back up! Ugh! Okay. Okay. Oh, shit! Whoa! What is the deal here? Oh! Whoa! Easy. Oh! Whoa! Whoa! Whoa, boy! Look, the Tinywhoop is shaking with fear. Oh God, no. Oh, why? Why? Oh, so sorry, Teddy. I'm so sorry. But this is what happens when you get when you get this aggressive. I'm gonna try to sneak away. I snuck away. Let me get my OSD back on here. Hey! No! No! Yes! Oh, come on now. Rough. I closed my eyes on that one. I thought I was going to hit myself. Oh, God, why? No, come on, idiot. Why are you being so weird on the sticks tonight? This is how I talk to myself. No, 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 no. No. Oh my God, are you kidding me? I couldn't even fly into a cube and then fly out the top? No! Why can't I get the goddamn giant power loop? What is happening? There it is! And I couldn't keep it off the carpet because the little 260 mAh battery said, nah, dude, I'm too small! Can everything just fucking leave me alone tonight and let me fly? Oh my God, I hit the ceiling. That was 100% pilot error. Come on. Come on, just give me just one. Just let me do it once cleanly. Please. No! Unbelievable. It doesn't count. That doesn't count. That's just you! How did it get into the hallway? I don't care about the low battery. This battery is going into the dumpster. I'm just going to keep going full throttle. That'll be great on the battery. It's happening. I don't care, battery. Oh, the battery is really struggling now. This battery is going to be on fire. Oh, it's shaking and shit. If you're ever wondering how to destroy a battery, there you go. That's how you do it. That's how you demolish a battery. Look at this. Ready? I'm going to take this battery out. And I'm just going to throw it away. Because that hurt it. It's hot and it's dead. Just like I like my... Oh, God. Just like I like my women. Oh, yikes. All right, people. Hold on, let me get caught up on chat and then we'll get out of here. CiottiFPV says, closes his eyes, but his eyes are already protected by the goggles. I know, it's absolutely insane. Every single time I do it, I'm just like, really? You did it again? You giant anus. Mick Beaker says, peace. Render Danzilla Newbie Fizz et al. See you next time. It's Render says, have you seen the Air 65? Good, OBS. Good. You're working really well. Air 65 5-in-1 or 4-in-1 broadcasting on 2 channels. Oh my God. Had to race HD0 recently because my Air 60R was broadcasting R6 and R8. That's super weird. No, I mean, it shouldn't be able to do that. That's super, super, super weird. Jimmy the Cow says, where's my Teddy Spaghetti shirt at? I totally forgot about that. We do need a Teddy Spaghetti shirt. Thanks for hanging, friends. I'll see you on Wednesday night. We'll do some crash recovery dialing in, and hopefully we'll fix that behavior where it if you just like bump the carpet, it triggers it, and you get like locked out for a split second. That's obviously why I crashed 8,000 times tonight. Oh Oh boy, if it were only true. All right, friends. Here you go. Here's a little bit of flying. I will see you on Wednesday. Wait a second. Stop it, stop it, stop! Here we go. Love you, bye!
I got my goggles on, my socks are off. Flying through the hallway like a disco moth. Hitching to the couch, then I loop through the fan. My tiny whoop's grooving like a funky jam. I dip through the doorway, spin by the cat, bounce off the toaster, yeah, I'm meant to do that. Neighbors knocking, saying, what's that sound? It's my brush motor soul train getting down. Flying through the curtain, dancing on breeze. Freestyle funk in my living room with ease. Tinywhoop magic, bumping every wall. I'm the James Brown of flight. Can't stop it all. I got LED strobes and a shag rug trail. I'm looping through the lava lamp, leaving a tail. My whoop's got rhythm, my stick's got soul. I'm the pilot of the party. On a roll, TV remote's a gate, the lamps a dive. I'm flying like it's 7.5. No GPS, no rules, no shame. Just a funky little quad in a soul train.